Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm Kenny, aka Meek the Ghost, and today we'll be featuring Stardew Valley. This game was actually created by one man, Eric Barone, as you saw his logo earlier, Concerned Ape. So in this game, it comes with this many different languages, so you could always change the text and he completely made it by scratch. So here we're gonna create a character, and we're done. And you have different houses. So we have the standard, the river farmland, the forest farm, the hilltop farm, the wilderness farm, the four corners farm, and the beach farm. Today I'll be playing using the forest farm, which is one of my favorites. So each farm has its own perks. The forest farm, which I'm going to use today, it has extra like hardwood around the area, and also more trees to chop down. So you tend to get material easier than the other ones. The standard homestead tends to have a larger one mass area. The hilltop one, it's aimed more towards people who like to mine, where it has lots of rocks around, and you could probably break it open, and depending on your luck, you might get some good material. So right now we have Robin showing us our home, which is actually our grandpa's old cottage. He passed away and left it to us in this game, as per the story. The wilderness house has enemies that walk around, and so if you like that adventure fighting style, and some of the enemies in the beginning will be weaker, but I think as you progress they tend to get stronger, or they can inconvenience you at night. The beach one, it's a nice beach area, but the problem is that the sand doesn't hold water well, so it's a little harder to grow plants aside from the greenhouse you get, and the small patches of land like how we have right here in front of our house. So Lewis is the mayor of the city, or not really a city, it's a small town. Alright, so here's our first day. That shows how to move around. We got parsnips as our introductory item. That's from the mayor. And the TV tells us the weather report. Sometimes it has the thing that tells you recipes. So it usually tells you the forecast for the day after. And so we're going to use our scythe in the beginning so we can clear out a lot of this weeds. I recommend not cutting everything and destroying everything, because you never know, you might want to use the pieces for it later on. Because sometimes the grass gives you seeds, or it gives you things to make hay for your cows, or right now, I don't have any pets, and it's up to you to actually, if you want to have farm animals like chickens, ducks, horse, cow, sheep, and pigs. So using most of your tools, such as the axe, the shovel, not shovel, but the hoe, the pickaxe, and the watering can, they all take up energy. The only one that doesn't is actually the scythe. So if you have plants like these in front of me, instead of wasting your movement with an axe or whatnot, you could just use the scythe, and you can clear it away without using up any energy at all. So I'm going to clear out this area here, and I'm going to make a little plot of, for my garden, a little plot of land. I like to design mine in like patches of 8s, with a hollow center. Because later in the game, you'll get recipes to craft things, and one of it's a sprinkler. The first sprinkler is not very good. It only waters up, down, left, and right. But the very next phase of the sprinkler will hit all 8 corners. So we'll just put this in here, and one right above it. Alright. So we have 16 spaces, but we only have 15 parsnips. So you can plant these seeds down here. This game kind of harkens back to older PS2 games such as Harvest Moon. Oops, I missed it. So I just dug the ground, planted the seeds, now I gotta water the seeds. And once you're done, you refill the can. So next time we use it, we have water ready. Okay, so here in town, one of the things I wasn't told early on, and I had to kind of find out, is that this bulletin board actually has 2 parts. The left side of it tells you whose birthday is coming up or what events are coming up, and the right side tells you if you have a quest. So this is the main store, Pierre's. There's actually two major stores. There's his, which is like the mom and pop shop, and him and his family, they live here, and the villagers come over on Sundays to pray in that temple in the far corner there in the right. But he has a rival in Joja Cola, the Joja Mart, where it's a conglomerate business that comes in and they sell their stuff for cheaper, and here they are. So this is his rival. If you choose to help out Pierre, they're gonna have like an event later in the game where Junimos need help restoring the town, and you do little missions for them to help bring things back. But in my opinion, Joja Mart is easier to deal with because they just need money. So you pay them for like expanding the town, clearing out rockways, building bridges. But the more satisfying victory is honestly helping out Pierre, where you do everything with the Junimos, like give them things you would fish for or whatnot. Oh, Shane's working. He doesn't want to talk to us. He's one of the villagers. Okay, we're back home, and I bought an extra parsnip seed so we can fill up that gap. I got it from Pierre. Okay, so that's our greenhouse up there that's kind of beat up. This area we can completely open up later on, but I don't want to do it right now for time's sake. Okay, now let's water that one too. Okay. And we're about halfway to energy. So this is the next day, and we had an invite from Willie, the fisherman. So he wasn't here on the first day, he comes on the second day. And he gives you a little introductory to fishing. And he gives you a bamboo pole to start off at, which honestly is a terrible pole. Once he opens up his shop, you can buy a better pole right away called the training pole for only 25 gold, whereas the bamboo pole he gives you is 500 gold. And the trading pole will give you a much larger range to catch a fish. Whereas the bamboo pole doesn't like give you any leeway at all. So we're gonna go show you how to fish with the bamboo pole. So I usually hold the square down after I toss it out. You use square to toss out the line, but I hold it down the second time. So when I get a hit, I can just release it and it'll hook the fish. Should be happening any moment now. It looks like we got a bite. There it is. So I let it go. So you hold X to raise the green bar, and you let it go to lower it, but trying to keep it right around the fish in the beginning is very tough, especially with this pole that we have. See how it goes up and down so fast. Yay, we got our first fish, the sardine. Let's make room for it. Alright. Okay, so yep, here's the trading rod, which, like I said, in my opinion, is much better than bamboo pole. It's it kind of starts you off like around fishing level 4, so it gives you a bigger green gap, but you can't catch rare fish. You can only catch basic fish, which to me is fine. And because once you get to a certain point of your fishing level, like around 4, you're gonna get the deluxe rod anyway, which can hold bait, and it's far superior to the bamboo rod. So here's our trading pole. Okay, we caught us a fish. See how the green is much larger and the fish doesn't jump up and down as fast? Much easier. Okay, here we have a, you see these little worms in the sand? They're items. Right now we found an artifact. Okay, so with the artifacts you take it to the library. This is Gunther, and he collects the artifacts. Gunther, I believe, is the only person in town that you cannot increase your relationship with. You can't give him cookies or he's just stuck in the library. He never ever comes out. Other NPCs, you'll see them around town. Some of them you can't raise their companion level as well. But yeah, no, his is like, he's just stuck here in the library. Okay, so we give him that anchor that we just found. I'll put that way in the back. Okay, so this is the day after, and it's raining! So the good news is we don't have to water our plants, and sometimes it can be a little boring, but today I'm gonna cut down some trees to make to get some wood, because I am going to build a hut for a friend to invite. Because this game is you can actually have multiple players. I believe up to 4 at a time. But I believe that's online only. Not 100% sure. Maybe they'd be able to connect 4 controllers on the at-home PS4. But yeah, you take the wood to Robin up in the mountains, and she'll come. Well, she'll create like a type of thing that you'd make. So she's the one who makes like the chicken coop or the barn for the animals or the horse stall. But you know, aside from money, you'd also have to give her material. So whether that be wood, stones, hardwood. Also, another thing is you have to wait for the time for them to open. I believe most people open up their shops around 9 o'clock. Alright, and here we are, a little after 9. So let's go to construct farm buildings. And there's the coop, but we don't want to use it. We don't want the coop. We want the hut for our friends to come in. Okay, there's the stone cabin. Here's the cabin I'm gonna build. And there's the log cabin. Okay, you can show like the placements where to put them. Okay, that's where you put. Oh wait, I think it chose the wrong one. Oops. They say I chose in the log cabin. Uh-oh. I'll probably fix that in a bit. I just go back to an old save log before I got there. Okay, so I've changed the house, and now we're gonna have a friend come over, and she's actually here with me at home, so she has to hit the options button to join my game, and she has to hit it again. And there we go, create a new farmer. And here's her person. So this is her home, her cabin I built her. And she gets the same beginner parsnip seeds that we got, the 15. So the good thing about the game is that if you have another person playing with you, they can be wholly independent on their own. So she doesn't have to stick with me in the one screen. She can easily move on to the next and do whatever she wants. So I'm gonna plant a garden for her in a bit. Ooh, this is the bar. See how she's playing on her side on the right? Completely different area than I am. And I'm gonna go show off the Junimo cart and the Prairie game. I think the Junimo cart is off. So this is Journey of the Prairie King. It's a little shooter game where you would use the left stick to move and the right stick to shoot in the direction of where the creatures are coming from. So that you have 8 directional attacks. Top, down, left, right, and the 4 diagonal directions. It's a fun little time waster game. As you friend some of the people in town, Abigail, one of the girl with purple hair that's on the right screen, she is actually going to ask you to help her play this game in her house. It's got that old 8-bit Nintendo feel. Oh, I lost my wheel and I got my shotgun instead. Oh, we got a coffee. It's a speed up. I try to hover around towards the middle, just to stay safe. Well, that's the Journey of the Prairie King. I'm just gonna end it there on top of that one. Okay, we level up and we got some new goodies. So when you level up, they give you, it expand your growth for your character. You learn how to make new items, or you get better at doing certain things. Like with the fishing, your bar will get really large. So catching fishes is going to be much easier. So this is the Junimo Station. It's actually a community center where the Junimos have taken up residence, and those are the little creatures you can help by collecting items for them. And they in turn will help you revive the city or the town. And honestly, like, a lot of their things are seasonal, so if you miss anything within that season, you have to wait until next year. Or if you're lucky, there's a lady that has a cart that comes over on Wednesdays and Sundays. She has a little pig that pulls her over, and she's in the area near Marnie. There's a Junimo. So, Mana got pulled in to the cutscene on accident. I thought it was just gonna be me, but apparently pulled both of us in. It stopped her from doing what she was doing. So if you help out Jojo Mart, they're gonna turn this into like a warehouse. They're gonna tear it down and rebuild. But if you help them out, they'll clean it up and make it look nice. Okay, so we come back to forward the story. You have to come back into the stuff and find a letter. There it is. It has this funky writing, and then the wizard will actually summon you. Okay. And I just wanted to show this little fun glitch that, as you can see, she's standing around doing normal on her right, but on my screen, you saw she was carrying a fishing pole, and her line was going all the way through the screen. There she is again, and there it is. It's still happening. There she goes with her fishing pole. She's chasing me. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not stopping. Oh. Alright, so I'm helping Haley. She had a quest for me that she wants a daffodil, or a dandelion. And... oh, look, there's Mana again! She's gonna do the same quest, I believe. Okay, so this is the next day. And, Clint is telling us that he's gonna teach us how to create a furnace where we can take things like iron ore or copper ore and create, you know, copper bars, iron bars. And it looks like Mana doesn't have her fishing pole anymore. Oh, I got another visitor. Okay, so Demetrius is going to ask us to use a cave that's on our property, where we can either have fruit bats, which will leave like a random selection of fruits behind, or create some mushrooms. The fruits sound good, but I like the mushrooms more, because eventually you'll be able to grow trees on your own, and if you put them into the greenhouse or on the island, you know, the weather doesn't kill it, so you'll have pretty much any fruit that those fruit bats could get you at any time you want it. Got a dog from Marnie. She said it was a legendary thing. We're gonna rename him. I'm gonna call him. We'll name him after my old dog. We'll call him Plikili, which means little hugs. Okay, let's see what's in this mail. So the dog actually doesn't really do much. You don't have to feed him, and he's just a companion. Oh, and we have an event today. So this is the Easter egg hunt, and here's a little shop that that Pierre put up. Ooh, he's got strawberry seeds. Let's grab one of those. All right. So we meet most of the people from town in the events. Talk to pretty much almost everybody. Oh, the man with the eye patch in the back. He's an adventurer. So there's a cave farther up to the on your right hand side of the screen where you can mine for minerals, and while you're doing so you get attacked by creatures. So he has a list of bounties for the creatures. If you defeat X amount, that he gives you rewards. Little photo op booth thing. So most of these people you see here, on the bottom, like Sam, Sebastian, Abigail, Haley, you can woo them, or even Penny and Marnie up there, right above us, these two. And you can choose them to be your husband or wife. You can have a family with them. Is if you get their friendship meter up high enough and do their special mini events. Okay, I think that was everybody, so let's get this this hunt started. So if you're not good enough, Abigail's gonna win. So it's me versus Mana, pretty much. She should automatically have an advantage because I have terrible vision. I think I just found a little egg. That's one right there, behind the gate. Oh, look, there's one, but it's blocked off. Okay, there's not much time. As you can see, there's only about half a minute to do this whole thing. Hey, yeah, you didn't give it to me the first time. Alright, well, I grabbed that egg. I only got 12 seconds to grab as many as I can. I got 6 so far. Oh, I think there's one more. I don't think I have enough time to get another one. Yeah, I'm out of time. Okay. I think I got 7. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what she has. So let's see. Who's the winner? Woohoo! I won! So whenever you have these events, it the whole day goes away. So when you start it, it's in the morning, and then when it ends, you see it's already dark at night. So might as well just go to sleep. Alright. So this is the cave. And there's our mushrooms. Oh, it's only 6 boxes. I thought it was 8. Oops. Oh wow, we have a companion quest already. Okay, so looks like we have Haley's first companion mission. A lot of people don't like her. They think that she's stuck up and whatnot, and she always hits on the football guy in the town. Yeah, let's give her the middle one. Since she's one of the harder characters to woo, I think I'm gonna try and get her instead. I really like Penny though. Penny's my favorite. Hey, there's Jazz and yeah, Vincent. Sorry, I was gonna call him Elliot. I don't know why. But so Gunther is the man in the library, or the museum, and after we get the museum open up far enough, one of the rewards that Gunther gives us will be a key, which we can use to get into that sewer gate right there, which has a place where you can fish for a really rare fish, and you can meet another NPC in there named Krobus. And you can get the void egg. Alright, and this is the lady I was talking about earlier, the traveling lady with the pig. Comes over every Sunday and Wednesday. So she has random items. Sometimes they're very expensive, sometimes they're very cheap. Ooh, she has a lobster bisque. So I could take those fruits. The bug bean's pretty easy to get. Yeah, let's get the lobster bisque. You see that it comes with a lot of bonuses. Plus 3 fishing, plus 50 energy, plus healing. Alright, and this is the wizard that summoned us. Asmodeus. And he's going to get us to understand the language of the Junimos. That Rasmodeus, sorry. And once we can understand the language of the Junimos, we can start helping them out to rebuild the town. Which I think in this playthrough, I'm just gonna go with Joja Cola because it's far easier to find money. Instead of being like seasonal locked into quests to progress the betterment of the town. But as I was trying to say earlier, it is far more rewarding to do it. Help out the Junimos. Pierre gets in a fight with that guy from Junimo and knocks him out. But once you complete all the missions in the whether you buy it all from Junimo or not Junimo, but for Joja Cola, or if you help out the Junimos, either way, there's going to be more to do later on, where you can create a theater in town. Fun secret giveaway. Abigail, Pierre, and the purple-haired girl. This is actually her father, not Pierre. Caroline fooled around and with this dude, and he doesn't know he has a daughter, and Pierre doesn't. Well, Pierre has a feeling that's not his daughter. You'll see a mission later on where he has a note hidden in the area. of his suspicions. This part is so weird. He drugged us. All right. And now we know the language of the Junimos. So back to the Junimos we go. So now that gold tablet that goes in the middle, that plate, it'll tell us what they want. So here's spring. So you have these 4 items. Winter, you have those 4 items. And so on and so forth. And as you play this, you'll eventually open up and fix up these other rooms. Even that fish tank there in the corner. Okay, and it's Shane's birthday, so we're gonna give him beer because he loves beer. Okay, so we had a quest earlier where Jody had asked us for a cauliflower, and I had planted some of these with Mana before she got off after our last harvest of parsnips. And depending on, like you see, like I have dots in them in the ground, I had fertilizer that I put down earlier, so you can have a chance of getting higher quality yield of your crops. The highest quality is iridium. It goes from normal to silver to gold and then iridium. So I'm going to keep one of these gold stars just in case. Give Shane a cookie. I gotta wait just a few minutes. Oh wait, no, about an hour. Sorry, I'm gonna kill time fishing. Oops. Okay. Also, once in a while, you'll see bubbles in the water, and that usually means that the area is active with fish. So typically, when you fish in those spots, you'll have a faster reaction speed time of fishes biting onto your lure. Alright. Oh, we still got a few minutes. Give a cookie to Marnie. Jody sent us a letter to ask us for a cauliflower earlier. There's Vincent. Let's give him a cookie. Come on, get out the way, dude. You know, before we give it to her, we should give her a cookie too, just in case she takes it as a thing instead. But yeah, let's make sure that she takes it as her quest line. Alright. There's her request, and it's done. I completely forgot about those. I have to take all the rewards for all the missions I've already completed. Sorry. Alright. So here is Clint's place where We can upgrade tools or we could buy stuff from him. I am going to upgrade the axe. Or the pickaxe. Okay, so we got a copper pickaxe from him. This is a few days later. And let's give him that. And iron, so we can make it a steel pickaxe, which will help us crack the rocks faster. Alright. Our steel pickaxe is ready. So early on you can get up to gold from him pretty early on. Iridium is the highest quality, but we don't have any iridium yet. It's later in the game. Okay, and there's our gold pickaxe. Alright. Let's give him the trash can. That way when we throw stuff away, it'll give us money instead. Okay, there's that part I messed up earlier. Oops. So you see there's the bubbles I was talking about earlier about fishing. Okay. I thought that was a fish, but nope. Just gave us algae. That's the flower dance. We don't need to care about that. It's our first year, so we don't have a friendship high enough level with anyone. So no one's gonna dance with us anyway. Alright. See how much faster the fishes keep biting? Or at least the thing keeps telling us that we have an item. Oh, we got Joja Cola. But this is only limited time. Once it's yep, like that right there, it's done. So it's no longer be as quick anymore. Okay, so this is the caves where we can go and hunt for creatures and mine. But because I got the gold pickaxe, it could break open that rock that was blocking the way. And there's the dwarf. Okay, so I'm back with that part that I was supposed to put that sprinkler. So we're gonna use a pickaxe to break it, and we're gonna put the sprinkler down. Come on, there we go. So this is why it's, you know, those two are the first things I create as gold is the pickaxe and the axe. So you can break the pickaxe will break these giant rocks, and the gold axe will break these giant logs. And these will give you hardwood, which will actually eventually unlock the stable for you later on with the horse. Alrighty everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna pretty much cut it right about here, and I'm gonna call it a day. Well, once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time.